Hello, this is Stuart from the Photomatix team, and here I'm going to show you how to set up automatic exposure bracketing on a Sony a6400. This will let you take 3 photographs, each at a different exposure, when you press the shutter button. Switch the camera on, and turn the mode dial so that A, for aperture priority, is lined up with the white marker. At this point, you can start setting the AEB. To do this, locate the function button on the back of the camera. It uses the abbreviation FN. Pressing this button opens a quick select menu and the default section called Drive Mode. This is the point where you decide how many bracketed shots you require and at which exposure values. Below the function button is a ring called the Control Wheel. This wheel has a 4-directional cursor, which allows you to navigate through the menus. In the middle of this is the Center button. Press this to access the Drive Mode. In Drive Mode, pressing the upper and lower areas of the control wheel will allow you to shuffle through the available presets. Here we're looking for the abbreviation BRK, which stands for bracketing, and C, which means continuous shooting. As you will be taking multiple photographs, continuous shooting will allow you to take all the required photos simply by keeping your finger on the shutter button. The default setting on this camera is 0.3 EV, 3 image. However, you'll likely need a wider range, so press the right-hand part of the control wheel and navigate to 2 EV, 3 image. This is usually sufficient for landscape shots, but if you're shooting a scene with particularly large differences in brightness, then stay at 2 EV, but increase the number of shots to 5, 7 or 9. In effect, what you've chosen here are 3 photographs at a 2 EV spacing. 1 photo at 2 stops underexposed, 1 photo exposed normally, and 1 photo 2 stops overexposed. Now that you've made your selection, press the Center button to save it. All you need to do now is to keep the camera still, press and hold down the shutter button until all your photos are taken. You can now merge your bracketed photos to an HDR in Photomatix. If you have any questions about this camera, just ask them in the comments below.